I've never seen an anime get animated worse than PNG Lock, because my gosh, what the hell is going on with the One Punch Man anime? My goodness, it is the worst thing I have ever seen. From the quality of season 1, which unfortunately we're never going to get again, to the drop off in season 2, which by all means it wasn't the greatest, but it was still tolerable. But then you get to season 3 where all hell breaks loose and animators start animating with Microsoft PowerPoint. It's absolutely the worst thing I have ever seen in this year's animation. 2025 animating with this, come on guys. Even Blue Lock looks like ufotable at this point. But it's not all bad news here. In fact, One Punch Man might be saved, just not this season, unfortunately, because come on, you cannot scrap or save anything when it comes to this level of animation. Now, I'm not blaming the animation studio, because I feel like every person that's working there isn't working in their usual type of style, and we can leave them alone. I feel like the director in this animation studio was bullied out of the internet. Unfortunately, did not deserve any of that. I mean, come on guys. I mean, use your big brains here. Who do you think is the main person to point the finger at? It's Bandai Co. or Bandai or whatever. I just feel like they thought that One Punch Man wasn't as popular of a series as they thought it would, and if they did, they had to rush out a season 3 when they had 6 years to have picked that project up. Don't know the process. Unfortunately, I am not a director in any of these. I'm just voicing my opinion, and judging by the things that I've seen on the internet, the only thing that I can blame is Bandai. I mean, they're the bigger corporation behind this anime, and they're not succeeding. But about being saved, I know that there is a highly anticipated fight that everybody's wanting to watch, you know, be fully animated, and there's a fan animation out there right now, and because of spoilers, I'm not going to say who it is or who's fighting who, but it is very, very well done for a fan animation. The reason why I'm saying that it is saved is because I feel like at the direction and the pacing that this season 3 is going in is that we're not going to get that fight animated this season. I'm betting my freaking testes here, because my gosh, I don't want this animation studio animating this specific fight scene. And if you want to know what I'm talking about, spoilers right now. Spoilers, just click off if you haven't caught up with the manga. But Garo versus Saitama, and it's not just an ordinary fight, it is one that is fought outer space. I mean, it's galaxy dark matter Garo versus Saitama, who is fully enraged because his friend was killed right in front of him. That is all for the spoilers. I don't want this season 3 to be animated by this animation studio, and I'm not saying that because I am an asshole, but I'm saying it because, one, I feel like that is way out of the comfort zone of the team that's behind season 3 currently, as well as it's going to hurt the anime community, especially those who are diehard fans for One Punch Man. One of them being Moist Critical, because I've heard him voice his opinions about how terrible the direction that One Punch Man is, and he even said that he hopes that what he said about it being trash ages poorly, and I hope that too. I don't want this season or this anime to be looked down upon, because it's very good, very fun and entertaining. So I just hope that this animation or this season 3 slows down the pacing a bit. Unfortunately, there is one fight, and spoilers again who are not caught up with the manga, but it's Tatsumaki fighting, I forget who, but it's essentially an all-out war between psychic powers, and we get to see her go all out versus a monster-fied person. I keep forgetting who this is. I got to reread this chapter specifically. I have the manga right here, actually. Let me just grab that real quick. What I'm trying to show is volume 27, but this is where I'm actually hoping that JC staff actually puts all their hard work and effort into, because although this isn't the fight that we are all highly anticipating, it's still a very intense fight, again, because Tatsumaki goes all out. She's practically tearing up the surface of the earth, not all of it, but good portions of it. And the way that it was drawn and shown is phenomenal. I mean, you can tell how much effort was put into these art panels, and I'm calling them art panels because that's what they are. They can't just be labeled manga panels. It's literally just literal art. But they better pull a PNG Lock season 2 episode 12 where they go all out and make the whole thing feel cinematic. And of course, there's an extent to it. I really don't believe that they're going to make it look like a MAPPA animation level type of feeling. But I hope that they do something similar to what was shown in season 1 or something similar. I'm again not expecting too much, but I hope that I am proven wrong. I really do. I am all on the side outside of the JC staff putting their hard work into this anime, I just really don't like Bandai. I feel like they're just the ones to blame. Although season 3 is undoubtedly cooked, there is still hope for season 4, where that is where the highly anticipated fight is going to break out. And now there are some options, but I feel like the one that I'm going to bring up is highly unlikely, and that is being a movie, because I feel like right after this volume is that specific fight, but I still feel like there's still certain plot points that they have to cover before that fight. But judging from the fact and the backlash that JC's staff is getting for season 3, as well as hopefully Bandai sees this, not this video specifically, but the uproar that everyone has against season 3 kind of makes all the effort go back into One Punch Man rather than the other projects that they're, who knows what they're doing. Kind of similar to what's happening to Invincible, because another great animation series notorious for their animation. But Amazon saw that they were actually getting hate and seeing that Invincible is a very well loved story. So now they're actually giving them the budget to go essentially all out. And I do have high hopes for the animation for Invincible. So that's one series that I'm confident in. But back to One Punch Man. Hopefully they see that there's going to be a lot of hate, and there's still currently a lot of hate. Everybody is very unpleased with this animation, and I'm one of them. I'm sad to see it. I am on high levels of copium. Every episode that I watched, I'm like, okay, this is good. This specific scene is all right. I guess this is okay. It's, you know, kind of similar to the manga, but that is the problem in itself. You do want a 1-for-1 for manga to anime, but if you're literally just animating, doing a slideshow between dialogue, it's just buns, and no one wants to see that. They want at least some type of movement. And I feel bad for Japanese watchers, because all they're watching is the screen sliding. Because just imagine watching this anime with no subtitles. You're literally just watching a cartoon that's barely even moving, and it's diabolical. And I'm sorry, I'm calling it a cartoon, but at this point, that's how comical this series is looked at right now. Freaking Cartoon Network Clarence has better animation than this. Very unfortunate, but I do have like a small ray of hope, no matter the size of that ray being the size of my pubic hair. It's still there nonetheless, and I really do hope that when this season is over, they actually get whatever done to the point where they have a good animation studio, good time management, as well as good budget. Yeah, we're tired of seeing PNG lock. Again, no hate to JC's staff, no hate to the specific animators. I bet they are trying to do their best with whatever they got, whatever scraps they've been given by Bandai. Anyways, that's all I really got to say about One Punch Man. It's not absolutely cooked, but this season is. Still have hopes for season 4, hopefully. I really am hoping. I'm crossing my legs, freaking giving my balls a chokehold, really praying that we really do get a very well animated season 4. Anyways, if you made it this far, appreciate y'all for watching, and if you like what you're watching, go ahead and drop a like and subscribe, as that does help around on my channel a lot. Anyways, appreciate y'all for sticking around, and I'll see y'all next time. Adios.